So I was talking with somebody earlier and I was thinking about, well, we were discussing kind of like men and women and relationships and kind of just like the different roles. And I was talking about just kind of like existing as a woman. And keep in mind, I'm speaking with a man. And, we're receiving man responses. But I feel like this was such a good way to put it because I don't think I've really ever put it this way and then gotten a reaction from somebody, especially a man, that was very clear that they understood what I meant. And I felt like they actually understood what I meant. And it was that women are like flowering plants because all plants need basic essentials to live. Like all plants need, water, light, air, all of those things. But flowering plants in particular need I'm sure there's like some more specific elements that they're needing, but in particular, they need more energy. These plants use a ton of energy to create these beautiful, beautiful flowers. And it's kind of like women. Men do not have the ability to create life, and women do. And that's kind of what the the light and the life and the spark and the beauty that comes from femininity that you see in women and only women, it is that energy. It is female energy. And the thing about true female energy is it's delicate. Like feminine energy is very delicate and women are strong. That's not where I'm going with that, but it's truly staying and tapping into that love and light feminine side while still holding your boundaries, taking care of yourself and going through the world. And it takes a lot to show up every day and put yourself together, do the care that goes into being a woman. Like being a woman is a lot. And all women have to do it. So it's not like as a woman sitting here complaining and being like being a woman is a lot. It's just truly acknowledging that being a woman does take a lot of energy. And when you compare it and converse back and forth with men about kind of their day-to-day lives, their routines, their this, their that, and the expectations. I mean, I'm literally preaching to the choir to a tale as old as time that the beauty standards are higher for women than they are men and the expectations and blah 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 blah. So it's like it's so clear. Like being a woman is like a flowering plant because the thing is a flowering plant can exist without flowers. It can just sit there and be a bush, be a tree, be whatever with leaves, and you don't see any of the beautiful flowers because that plant does not have the energy to produce flowers. Like it literally cannot support flowers. Because the thing with a plant with flowers is it takes a lot out of the plant to create the flower. And the whole entire time that the flower is there, it takes so much energy from the plant to support it. When you have a plant that's not doing good, and it starts to make a flower, a lot of the times they'll tell you to cut the flower off because you want the plant to keep its energy and supporting like healing itself instead of making beautiful flowers. Sometimes making a ton of flowers almost is like a sacrifice and it's like an end of life type of thing. And it it's just kind of like they're not forever. And that's the thing about flowers is flowers are not forever. So it's like you have to keep producing more flowers and you have to keep creating this. Like it's not always going to stay the same. And that is truly like being a woman. It's like growing and maturing and changing and doing all of these things while still maintaining these beautiful flowers and presenting yourself a certain way and carrying yourself a certain way. And when you don't have flowers and you're not walking around presenting flowers, nobody really wants that plant. And that's not really my opinion. That is what you see from the outside world, is that if that plant is not producing flowers and it's not beautiful and it's not full of life and, enjoyable, then you don't want the plant around, because you're just sitting there watering something for no reason. That's what it feels like. When a plant has a ton of flowers, you show up every day and you're like, oh, look at this beautiful thing. Let me snip this and let me snip that and let me snip this and let me snip that. Oh, look, I have this beautiful vase. And then you just snipped all the flowers off. And that's honestly what it's like being a woman. Is we're emotional laborers at heart. Like, it's in our nature. We cycle things differently, we think differently, we move differently, we exist differently. Like, women are literally balls of energy just existing in the world. And men in particular, but also women, will come and try to take energy and snip your flowers. And as long as you are able to produce more flowers and support these flowers and do all of these things and be, a luscious flowering plant, it's all fun and games to go and, say, here, have some flowers, take a flower, make a bouquet. Like, yes, take a bouquet. I want you to be, you know, walking away from this feeling fulfilled, feeling loved. Like, I want to be able to fill your cup. Like, I want to literally take your empty cup and just fill it up for you. There you go. But I have to grow more flowers. And if I do not have the energy to support myself, or I'm not being supported in any capacity to keep growing more flowers, and then you're just cutting off all my flowers, then I'm sitting here flowerless. And then all of a sudden it's like, nobody wants a plant with no flowers. And I realize, like, that's what is so, it's so beautiful with women, because we get all of our flowers cut off and still we come back and grow all of our flowers back ourselves again and again and again. And there are ways that we can let other people help us if people are, wanting to truly come and water the plant and, put light on it and do all of these things. But it's like, we do that ourselves. And then to take it a step further, we can do it for other people. And when you want to see a plant flower, instead of continuously coming and snipping all of its flowers off, why don't you try watering it? Why don't you try giving it light? Why don't you try fertilizing it? Like, instead of just coming and trying to enjoy the flowers and cut the flowers and take the flowers, please, please water the plant first. And that's it. Is it's just like being a plant, and that's your job, is make flowers. Like, that's what we do. And I'm not talking about like babies, I'm talking about life. Like, women are life, they are energy. And even men will say, like, we're great. Just being a woman alone, like, understanding the value that you hold and how beautiful and amazing you are, simply because you are a woman. And everybody on this planet pretty much agrees, unless you hate women, which, like, you need to get over yourself. A woman probably hurt you, and you don't need to hold that against all women. So go water a plant. Look at the flower, appreciate it for what it is, water the plant, and let that be that. And if that person has flowers to offer, take the flower and really enjoy it and appreciate it for what it was. But don't go massacre bushes and then be the type of person to be like, it's not pretty anymore. I know I just cut 100 roses off of it, but it's not worth a flip now. Recognize what these plants are providing, what women do for the world. And yeah, appreciate them, love them. I'm done yapping now. I don't know if I completely fulfilled my full circle thought process and metaphor, but that's what I was talking about earlier, not in the depth that I just did. I just kind of like cycled the thought out just now. I'm feeling pretty good about it, but I don't think I have much more to offer on the subject right now. So I am going to turn the lights back off and get back to my yoga session. I turned the lights on just to say this, so now they're going to go back off. But yeah, have a good night and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this little chitty chat. And yeah, bye.